Hey, it's Dino from Digitspin Crypto, and today I'm bringing you a broadcast about Electroneum and why did I invest? Well, let me tell you, and there's a lot of good reasons. So let's get to it. So I get a lot of questions from the subscribers on the YouTube channel, and they say, Dino, what's the price of ETN going to be? What's the prediction? When moon? All these good things. Why should I invest? Should I sell? Well, I can't answer that for you, but I can take you along my journey and tell you how I see it and why I buy or sell. So, what I wanted to do is show you this Electroneum chart. But that's not where the story begins. So let's start by bringing it up from the beginning. And we're going to start with Bitcoin. And why Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the granddaddy. It's the one coin that'll rule them all. Good or bad, as of right now, what happens to Bitcoin happens to everybody else. So, let's take a look at Bitcoin. So here's a price chart of Bitcoin. And you see the big up and everything going down. And you would think this is from January to July. But it's not. This is in 2014. Then the price went up dramatically and then worked its way back down. Now, if we take a look at this, I can now slide over 2018. Here's our pump in 2018. And I'm sliding that right over onto this. What are you noticing? Your large pump, your immediate drop, your dead cat bounce up, significant drop, up and down, up and down. And it's a very similar pattern of correlation. As you could tell off to this right hand side here, at some point it will level off and then start to work its way back up. Now keep in mind, the original 2014, you had your November, December pump. Almost all of 2014 it went down into March of 2015. Wasn't until July of 2015, a whole year and a half later, that things started to turn around. If we take a look at the red, now keep in mind the green is the 2014 line, the red, the 2018 line. So you had your 2018 pump and then worked its way back down. But if you notice, this has only been a period of 7 months. So the process seems to be happening faster. If we're lucky, towards the end of this year, fourth quarter, we'll start to see a rebound. And this is what I am personally hoping for. I think that the similarities are very strange, and you know, cycles repeat. So this is where I'm looking to see Bitcoin. So now you're saying to yourself, that's fine, Dino, but what does that have to do with Electroneum? Can you get to the point? Well, let me get to the point. This is the cycle of Bitcoin. A. B. Other coins follow Bitcoin. So what are you telling me, Dino, that the price is going to go back up? Yeah, eventually the price is going to go back up. When? I don't know. According to this cycle, at some point, it's going to go back up. So what does Bitcoin have to do directly with Electroneum? What do you mean it follows Bitcoin? What do you mean Bitcoin rules everything? Well, let me explain that to you next. All right, so to explain better, I'm going to bring up this Bitcoin chart. This is Bitcoin over this month. And as you see, there's price fluctuation, and it's been on a steady decline. We're hitting new lows right now. What does that have to do with ETN? Well, what happens is because you have to bring dollars in under Bitcoin and then, or Ethereum or some other type of coin, and then use a matching pair to be able to purchase your Electroneum. Everything is going to be based against that Bitcoin, that initial purchase. So you have when Bitcoin starts to go down, people might sell their Electroneum, put it into Bitcoin, and then sell off their Bitcoin. Because you have to go through that gateway, that hub of Bitcoin. So everything's pegged to it. Well, I've heard of that, but I'm not sure that that's true. Well, let me tell you it is. Because what I'm going to do is bring over our Electroneum chart, which is in red. The same period, and put it in here. So, what do you see? You see any correlation? Almost to every dip, you have your up, you'll have your up, your down, your drop, your bubbles, your drop. You can see how each of these jumps increases with Electroneum. So it's not that Electroneum has gone down in value. It's that the market, that Bitcoin itself has gone down in value. And Electroneum, unfortunately, as a passenger, takes the same beating. Whether Electroneum is good or not, it takes the same beating. It's just a function of the market. One day, we'll be able to put our fiat dollars directly into a specific coin, and these types of things won't happen as much. But as of today, if Bitcoin goes down, Electroneum goes down. There's no way around it. And for that, the entire market, every other coin has this same problem. So when you have people coming in and making fun of it, every coin lost the same percentage. These are people that are not actually understanding what they're investing in. And that's the reason why you watch me, and I can explain it better so that you can understand exactly how this works. So it's important to know the price of Electroneum won't go up until Bitcoin goes up. It's just unfortunately the truth. Now, my last chart I showed you demonstrated my thoughts of patterns repeating and seeing the Bitcoin swing back in the opposite direction. That will carry all the other coins. If Bitcoin goes up 1, it seems to be that the altcoins will go up 1.2. If Bitcoin goes down 1, the altcoins go down 1.2. So they actually go down further, or they go up higher than the increase in Bitcoin for the most part. Not every coin. Just a generalization I've noticed. So we understand that Bitcoin has a repeating pattern. We understand that all the altcoins are directly related to the price of Bitcoin. And in this example that we're talking about, which we care about near and dear to our heart, is Electroneum. And how Electroneum patterns Bitcoin to the T. Almost every little bumping nook and cranny follows. So now you have a better understanding of why the price of electronium is where it is. Not that the electronium has become any worse. If you were willing to pay 5 cents for, and I bought electronium at 8 cents and 6 cents, and I thought I was getting a bargain at that price. Why would I not think that I have the purchase of the lifetime at 1 cent? If I was willing to pay 6 for it, you darn shooting that I'm going to definitely be thrilled to pay a penny for it. So, I'm purchasing electronium because when I see this go back up, I'm looking forward to seeing a benefit. So I hope this helps out and you understand the correlation and the cycle of the price and why the price is the way it is. Not because of the project, because of Bitcoin. Yeah, Dino, that's all and good. But can't electronium just actually go down to nothing? Well, that's actually a fair question. And for electronium to go to nothing, you have to ask yourself, do you think blockchain technology is going away? Is it going to nothing? Are all these banks buying up exchanges, investing millions in infrastructure, Facebook possibly looking at Coinbase? Is that because they think it's going to nothing? No. They know that there's a value here and blockchain isn't going away. Yeah, but you didn't answer my question. Can electronium go to nothing? Well, everything could go to nothing. Facebook could go out of business. Amazon could go out of business. Walmart could go out of business. But if you look at the Electroneum project, a company that has this many people invested into it, that many users, and has a payment system that's going to be patent protected, the odds are not in favor of it going away. Thanks, Dino. That makes a lot of sense. So this takes me to another key point. With a patent protected system and an API that's being integrated into it, this here, let's take a quick look here real quick. This is going to be from Unified Signal. And Unified Signal, they create wallets and integrate APIs, make transfers of funds between commercial, consumer, all these good things. Top of the line company. Clearly Electroneum made a good choice. And how this works is they could create this application programming interface. Application programming interface. And what this does is that it gives developers the ability to use a tool set that they can call to interact with the Electroneum and environment. So this allows, and this is the key part, this API is going to allow, let's say if you have a website, you'll be able to apply this API, make particular calls to it to get information, send it information, and get replies and responses back. So you'll be able to say, hey, I want to pay for something. On this website, it sends the total amount over, gets an authorization. The authorization then tells Electroneum to ring off that much. The API will then send back a transaction verification stating, yes, it's paid for, it's ringed off, you are going to be paid, here's your authorization code, and go ahead with that purchase. So this API is key, and clearly Electroneum has a lot of stuff going on their plate. So by signing up to Unified Signal, signing that contract that they did with the Unified Signal, who specialize in this. They have people that know what they're doing. We'll be able to create these API gateways for this type of interaction to happen. It's brilliant. It's awesome. There's so little coins that can boast. I mean, even Litecoin tried to do a payment integration and it just failed on them. They had problems and they actually discontinued it. There's no one else that's going to have a direct API into their exact infrastructure of their project the same way Electroneum is. So this is going to be really a sharp solution. Now, obviously, besides the API, you'll be able to have a tablet and download a program and execute it on the tablet and be able to sell things and pay for it directly with Electroneum right on the tablet. And that's going to be an awesome solution. If you know that people are going to be using that Electroneum, you can keep it off to the side. Sort of like if you had a Square, you plug it in, you run the card through, you get your payment. Well, somebody comes up, hey, I'm going to put a sign up that says I take Visa, MasterCard, and Electroneum. And if they want Electroneum, I open the other application, and I'll be able to execute that, make the payment, and off we go. But this API is key, because when these things are integrated, that means that large retailers and websites will be able to integrate into this API and put it into their systems. So it's going to take a bit of time. Don't kid yourself. But this will work. This here is a golden arrow. And you need to remember and keep this in your back pocket, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of headlines created by Electroneum because of this type of technology. They will be in front of or equal in posture with the largest coins that are available. It's going to bring a lot of news. So there's another good positive reason that I like Electroneum. My personal opinion, you can hate it if you don't like it. I like Electroneum. So I want to thank you. Please hit that like button, subscribe. The more of this you do, and I get better feedback from you, I can make more of these types of videos. Try to bring the information to you. Maybe dig a little deeper than the average Joe, and try to explain things in this type of fashion. But I can't do that unless I get some good feedback from you. If you like the video, slam on that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you didn't like the video, give me a negative, and if you can, put in the comments why you think I'm wrong. And I appreciate it, and I'll respond to every comment. I love all you guys and appreciate it, and I'll see you next video.